was coming one up, but I got my people click.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with the all-star team of Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson. All right, a chance now to take a look at the steals over the last few months for Davion Mitchell.
And the defense he's played lately has really been tremendous. It's clear he's working his tail off on this end and collecting a number of steals as a result. You have to commend that type of effort.
And the starting lineup for Miami. Bam Adebayo is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then there's Mitchell, then there's Tyler Hero, and it's Ware in at the 5, down low. And for the Pacers, Nesmith and Siakam are the forwards. Halliburton and Nembhard, the 1 and the 2. And it's Turner in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Stand two of the greatest words in all of sports, opening day.
Absolutely, Brian. Everybody's undefeated, everybody's optimistic, and everybody is eager to get going. Whether you're playing or the guy on the sidelines drawing up plays.
He can move around with the big boys. Halliburton not giving in on the interior.
Pass to Ware. Wiggins outside. Misses the 3. Here's Indiana. And let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Rick Carlisle and I got a chance to talk for a bit. Right away, he acknowledged they're facing one of the best defensive players in the league in Bam Adebayo. He told me Bam can do it all. He can protect the rim, he can defend in isolation, he can rebound. So we have to keep our composure, be aware of his presence, and not let him dictate what we do. All right, let's send it back to you guys.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Hero outside. Pass to Mitchell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shot to stop the run. Miami, no good that time either.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
And the Pacers started last season all offense, Grant, but even they knew that would not be sustainable.
Yeah, Coach Carlisle prodded them to at least get to average on the defensive end. And there's no question they have the tools to do it.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Just over a minute and a half in. Wiggins outside. Pass to Mitchell. Six to shoot. Now Hero lets it go. Again, the Heat misses.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the look they want. It's tough working the mid-range area.
There's Nesmith with a 3. Another 3 for Indiana.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Mitchell with the ball. Pass to Hero to stop the drought. Sinks the tray.
Well, they missed their first 4 shots, but finally able to get one on the board. Sometimes you just need to see that first one go down.
Now here's Nembhard. In the game against Cleveland, very impressive. And the basket by Halliburton.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
Halliburton against Mitchell. Shoots over Halliburton. That one a little long. Pacers leading by 12. Here's Siakam. And the layup is good off the glass. Siakam's got his second basket.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Pass to Adebayo. And there's a whistle. That goes on Pascal Siakam. That's his first foul.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
A new lineup here for Indiana. Wiggins with it. Fires for three. And Bryant pulls it down. Indiana's gone 3 of 3 from outside and looking sharp here in the first. And that one is stuffed right through.
The offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Yeah, and until the defense makes an adjustment, there's no reason to go away from what they're doing.
Now here's Mitchell. In his last outing, 8 points for him. Adebayo passes to Wiggins. Shot clock at 6. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron.
Yeah, good job by Wiggins, playing at his pace and carving out space for his shot.
2 minutes remaining.
Back to Toppin. And a slam dunk by Toppin.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
And Miami has possession after the basket by Indiana on the other end. And it's Mitchell, the miss. Indiana leading by 16. McConnell from outside gets the 3 to fall.
Their ability to space the floor has been the story of this game.
Yeah, we thought this might be the case. You see a few of those go through the net, it becomes contagious.
And your first NBA coaching job was with the Miami Heat stand. That was as an assistant back in the 90s, just a few years ago.
Yeah, just a few, Brian. And the Heat have changed a lot. The game has changed a lot over those years. Look, back then, the Heat were probably the most physical team in the NBA, and it was just knockdown, drag-out fights all the time.
And the Pacers making a change here. Halliburton is checked in. So he makes 1 of 2, and the second one misses.
Yeah, the first overall pick in 2014, Andrew Wiggins has carved out a nice career as a scoring wing.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Pacers love to push it up. Tyrese Halliburton said, it's our biggest strength. Teams don't want to run with us. They know when you play us, have your track shoes ready. Especially if you're coming off of a back-to-back or you have a packed schedule. You do not want to see us. Brian, they have their identity.
No doubt about that, and it starts with him. And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Anderson's checked in for Andrew Wiggins.
Number 20, Kyle Anderson.
A minute 9 left in the first quarter. Here's Jovic, and the shot goes down.
Yeah, Anderson is a funky type of wing. He's a righty who would rather go left, and he's normally thinking pass first.
Bryant, Adebayo grabs the board.
He's going to hear from his teammates after that one. Not quite sure what happened.
Now Burks. Outside, Anderson fires from deep. And Toppin pulls it down. Indiana leading by 18. Here's Bryant inside, defended by Burks. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way. So we'll see Thomas Bryant go to the line here. It's on Alec Burks. Indiana shooting their first free throw tonight. Miami making a switch here. Heroes checked in.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
Heat trail by 21. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Robinson. Here's Burks. Yet to see a basket. Here's Hero. And that's good from 17 feet.
Yeah, just a flick of a wrist. Tyler Hero with the scorer's mindset.
Mathurin with the ball. Takes a 3. Hits a three-pointer.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
And that's it for the first quarter in what has been a very lopsided game. It's the Pacers running away with this one. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for the Pacers here, they've really been putting on a show.
But what I love is the tremendous belief in their bench. They were looking for points, and their reserves delivered.
Yeah, they really trust their depth. They have no problem relying on their bench in crucial situations.
And Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on a team, but not every vet wants to accept the mentorship role.
Very true, B.A. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that.
They've got T.J. McConnell topping out there with Jackson. Then there's Benedict Mathurin, and it's Halliburton in at the 2 guard. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers.
Well, there he is showing off his speed. Hero cuts to find the basket.
Here's Halliburton. He's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
And so it's Halliburton with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. Pass to Toppin. 3-pointer. Another 3 for Indiana.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
The Heat have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Hero outside. And the Heat, another 3.
Yeah, that's his second made 3 of the quarter. 3rd of the game so far.
Inside, here's McConnell. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist. Halliburton's got 3 assists tonight.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Robinson passes to Jovic. Hero for 3. The rebound by Jackson. Indiana has gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. Well, Grant, the Miami Heat are as professionally run as any franchise in this league.
Yeah, and certain numbers point to that. They minimize turnovers, they don't commit cheap fouls, and they hit their free throws. So, in other words, they don't give anything away.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
First team foul.
Benedict Mathurin picks one up. Miami shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. You know, Grant, we've seen career performances in the play-in tournament, but the stats don't count for regular season or the playoffs.
You know, that's crazy, B.A. So let's just count them as playoff stats. It used to be only 3 rounds instead of 4, so there is a precedent to adding more games to the official postseason.
Both good from the line that time. The Pacers have gotten off to a sensational 5-for-5 start in the second quarter. And there's Siakam. That one's good. On the assist by Mathurin. Siakam's got 6.
And just a straight baller move from Siakam. I mean, shrugging off the coverage and keeping his focus on that basket.
Pass to Mitchell. Here's Jovic. Clock at 6. Hero for 3. He's got it. 6 of 10 now.
Well, if they can come back and take the lead, this will be because he's carrying it. This quarter's been all about him and his offense.
Here's Siakam. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Give him 8 points now.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Time called here. Miami decides to talk it over. Their last encounter in Miami.
Well, in this last matchup, they captured the win in large part because their backups provided a lot of the scoring punch.
And they came away with a win last time in large part due to their depth. Great game from their bench.
Nembhard, he's checked in for Mathurin. Adebayo's checked in for Miami. Wiggins comes in for Robinson. Here's Ware, still without a bucket. Adebayo sets a screen from deep. Mitchell, the rebound by Turner. Indiana's gone a perfect 7 for 7 from deep in this one. To the middle. Oh, it's stolen by Mitchell. Wiggins with it. Halliburton picks him up. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, Miles Turner, the 11th pick by the Pacers in 2015 for much of his career with the team. He's endured the trade rumors. He said, I've still got PTSD from that, but I wanted to be here in Indy. And last season, a renegotiation of his contract, giving him an extension and a raise. Brian, he is locked in as their starting center.
Yeah, it would appear so, Allie. Thank you. Here's Adebayo. Rejected by Siakam.
And their coaching staff, they love this. I mean, Siakam, he's engaged, aggressive, just getting after it on the defensive end.
All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Pacers?
Well, their defense has been really impressive, especially the number of blocks they've managed to get. It's not easy to keep denying guys at the rim.
And also, the coaching staff has to love the hustle so far. Just playing with great energy, getting out and converting in transition. That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Wiggins outside. Pass to Adebayo. Looking to end the run. The shot no good.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and unable to stop this run.
Good on the bucket. Neesmith's got 5.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
For Miami, they've gone 4 of 10 from the field in the second. Hero with it. Picked up by Neesmith. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
Well, look, Hero is a tough competitor. He doesn't back away from getting hit while shooting the ball.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And that one falls for Hero.
Very versatile player. Hero spaces the floor, he can drive, he can pass, and he's a sneaky good rebounder as well.
And he lobs it up. Stolen. Hero on the wing. Pulls it from the corner. Pacers with a rebound.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
And so Hero will bring it up for Miami. The three is up. Fires in the triple. Hero's got 22 points.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
And so it's Indiana building a mountain of a lead, up 31 points as this quarter concludes. And their three-point shooting, a big reason they have a sizable lead. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Well, I'm here with Coach Rick Carlisle. A hot start. Coach, what did you like about this team's execution offensively?
We were making some shots. We moved the ball well at times. You've got to be careful about having the ball stick when they're doing their switching.
Good luck with the ball movement in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
Okay, Allie, appreciate it. And folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter.
Welcome to halftime, everybody. Before we go any further, a look ahead to the games yet to be played tonight. The Timberwolves will face off against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. 8:30 Eastern Time for the tip there.
This is the kind of game everyone tunes in for. Should be a good one.
I'm right there with you, getting the popcorn ready. Got some gummy bears for you. Got some, what else you want, Kenny?
Chocolate raisins.
Anything else, Shaq?
Or chocolate chip cookies. About some barbecue chicken.
Changing focus now to that first half. A brutal game so far for the Miami Heat.
I hate the shots they're taking. I hate them. The team is stubborn, and you have to be willing to adjust, like us with all these new teams that's been added.
Agreed. You can't want to be a long-range sniper. But if you miss the target enough times, you become the victim.
And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. How about Tyler? displaying all of his skills today.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
And Miami has possession, setting the floor for the Heat. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Bam Adebayo. Then there's Tyler Hero. Then there's Mitchell. And it's Ware in at the center, locking down the middle.
And they're ahead right now because they're working so hard on the glass.
Yeah, they're winning the possession battle, and that's often what decides games in the NBA.
Halliburton, good.
At the perimeter, Halliburton has a lot of confidence. He's just about always ready to take that shot.
And here's Hero. Takes the three. The rebound by Tyrese Halliburton. The three. Another three for Indiana.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
Here's Hero. And he converts the layup. Hero's got 24 points.
Well, this team relies on Hero's offensive production, and tonight he has delivered.
Halliburton for three. Doesn't go for him.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Mitchell misses.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
Hero for three. Pacers with a rebound. Turner's got 5 rebounds tonight. Halliburton outside. For three. Gets it to go. He's now 9 for 11 on the night.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Pass to Ware. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Adebayo, a screen on Halliburton. And again, no good by Miami.
Well, he hasn't made his shot, and his team is losing. Time to find another solution.
Offline with a three. Miami has got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. Here's Mitchell. It's rebounded by Indiana.
Well, this has been a frustrating night for him. Still without any points.
And then Turner with the dunk.
Too easy for Turner. The defense has to put up more of a fight around the rim.
And the Heat shooting around 33%. Not the best offensive efficiency. And one thing that Siakam has always had a knack for, Grant, cutting to the rim and finishing plays.
Yeah, he plays so well when he has space to move. He's just great off the ball, and that fits with any team. His ability to convert at the rim makes his cuts that much better.
Here's Wiggins. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Wiggins got his second basket on the night.
He's so effective from the mid-range. When Wiggins senses an opportunity to score from there, he doesn't hesitate at all. They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
It's blocked. Halliburton for three. Another three for Indiana.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Miami Heat. Let's go with a three. The rebound by Nesmith.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Turner's gone a perfect 5 for 5 from the field. To halt the run. Hero, no good.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Halliburton for three. Drills it from deep. Halliburton's got 15 points in just the second half.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
Hero. And he gets the bucket.
Well, everyone views Hero as a shooter, but he is also a terrific finisher.
Halliburton goes. uses the glass to finish the layup. Halliburton's got 30.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
Hero, no good.
Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
Here's Nembhard. And again, it's Indiana with a three.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
Outside Mitchell. Hero outside. Jacks up a three. Drops in the three. Hero's got 29.
And he was hot from three to start this game. That's his first since halftime.
Halliburton, the pass to Turner. And here's Siakam for three. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Looking to get it going. And Mitchell with the slam.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. To the inside. And they're going to count that bucket. And they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Dare I say, he's had a perfect game. Incredible. No misses thus far. A major reason they lead.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. And that one falls for Turner.
When you think about Turner, one of the best shot blockers in the league, who can also score at all 3 levels.
Outside Burks to the paint. 4 seconds left. And it's laid in by Adebayo. Adebayo's got his first 2 points.
Well, sharp interior passing is so important. The best way to create high percentage buckets.
Tyrese Halliburton getting it done for the Pacers. Training 5 threes in that quarter. 5. This guy's locked in. We'll be back in a moment. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Well, he really just helps tie this team together. They know they can count on him to set them up.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. All right, Coach, what are some qualities you're looking for in a lead guard?
Well, look, you want a guy that can make plays, that can control the game. When I first got into the league, people thought about point guards as traditional pass-first guys. But now it means more than that. You want a guy who can make plays, whether it's for himself or for his teammates.
They've got Benedict Mathurin. T.J. McConnell is out there with Shepard. Then it's Toppin, and it's Jackson in at the center position. So that's the group out there for Indiana.
And Mathurin is an impressive scorer, skilled at finding ways to convert around the rim.
Hero for 3. Nails it from 3. Hero's got 10 points here in the second half.
Rising to the challenge. He's given them everything he's got.
McConnell against Hero. From outside the arc. And McConnell is good for 3.
And looking to shoot as many threes as possible. This kind of confidence, impressive to see.
Outside Burks. Pass to Anderson. Lays it up and banks it in. Anderson's gotten his first basket of the night.
Well, as a scorer, that's where Anderson likes to operate. He has a lot of tricks in there.
Toppin outside. Fires the 3. Pure from 3-point range.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Robinson for 3. That shot, no good.
Well, that's what the defense has to do. Make that shot as uncomfortable for him as possible.
Shepard. And good, as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
To the middle. And the dunk by Jackson.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Count that one. Hero's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And those jumpers inside the line, I mean, they're layups for a guy like Hero.
Pass to Shepard. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Here's Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
And that's why you don't give up on the glass.
Man, his efforts well rewarded right there.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the boards.
Hero with the bucket.
You're busting his way inside. Hero making sure he kept moving toward the hoop.
Here's Jackson. Rebound Miami.
Can't blame him. Just trying to take what the defense allows.
Here's Robinson, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. And one thing's for sure, when Duncan Robinson is on the court, he has the greenest of green lights, Coach.
Yeah, Brian, look, he's one of the most lethal shooters around. He draws intense defensive attention, and then he's added to his game as a passer and as a guy who can take the ball to the basket.
Throw good, Robinson. Well, Stan, you've coached some lockdown defenses. With the way the game is officiated these days, is it getting too hard to defend?
Well, it's certainly frustrating. You've heard defenders saying everything is a foul. We might need to redefine incidental contact.
So Indiana ends up going with a new group. Both shots good from the stripe.
Well, Robinson just knows who he is, which is a volume three-point shooter who can help space the floor.
Halliburton for three. Rebound Miami. Adebayo's got his fourth rebound in this one. The drive by Mitchell. Shoots over Halliburton. And that one's good. Mitchell. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for Indiana. Here's Walker. Oh, he packs it down.
That is incredible.
I mean, what an acrobatic move. Walker just leaving them speechless.
Once again, an explosive highlight on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. The Heat have gotten 7 of their first 10 shots to go during this fourth quarter. Hero against Jackson. Hero, no good.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Three-pointer, Halliburton nails it from beyond the arc. Halliburton's got 33 points.
And he has taken over this game. Halliburton looks like he's on cruise control at this point. Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Pacers.
And they got a huge boost from their reserves tonight.
Yeah, the point differential between the two benches was a deciding factor in this game.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year. And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Tyrese Halliburton.
Gotta respect the leadership he showed today, made great reads, and distributed the ball accordingly.
Here's Hero. It's rebounded by Indiana.
Yeah, you have to knock those down. Open shots inside the arc are rare in this league.
Three-pointer, Halliburton connects from downtown.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Oh, and Johnson with a block. And he recovers it. Hero with the bucket. There's 45 seconds left to play in the fourth. Pass to Bradley. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist.
This has to feel good. They gave their fans a show and secured the W.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
Three-pointer, Halliburton. And Hero grabs the board. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And when you can create that much space with your handles, you're doing something right. And Hero showing his full bag.
That one drops for him.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
And so it's the Pacers taking care of business in this one. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Hey there, I'm here with Pascal Siakam. The shots were falling for you tonight. How'd you like the flow offensively?
I like it. You know, we play for each other like we always do. Move the ball around, get the open shots. And today, they went in, so we got to continue to play.
It's helpful when it goes in. Thanks so much, Pascal.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson signing off. And we present the player of the game, Tyrese Halliburton.